It's time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news on 95.1 FM, weather always comes first. Flash flooding and severe weather threats will stretch from the Great Lakes through the Ohio and Tennessee valleys, all the way to the central and southern plains over the next few days. Dangerous heat is anticipated across the southern plains and into the lower Mississippi Valley. Close at home, drier air continues to filter in, limiting shower and thunderstorm potential. Temperatures are going to increase, and mostly dry conditions will persist through the weekend and into next week. Storm chances will remain limited and will favor the western high terrain. We'll have another look at the weather following this news. Yesterday, just after 1 p.m., the Alamogordo Police Department responded to 500 East 10th Street, that's Southwest Heritage Bank, or previously known as Bank 34, due to a report of 2 men on the second floor with a bomb. Persons armed with a bomb were not located, and the preliminary investigation suggests the incident was a hoax. Multiple agencies, including the United States Border Patrol, the New Mexico State Police, the Otero County Sheriff's Office, the District Attorney's Investigators, AMR, the Otero County Emergency Services, the Alamogordo Fire Department, and the Tularosa Basin Regional Dispatch Authority collectively worked on the incident. There were some reports of a hostage situation, but we were unable to substantiate those claims. Albertsons, located at 1300 East 10th, was the scene of a violent episode. Mixed reports as to what exactly happened, but it appears to have involved a stabbing or a stabbing attempt. No official word as of news deadline. The New Mexico Public Education Commission, the state entity in charge of charter schools, has approved the Sacramento School of Engineering and Science in Alamogordo. Joanne Vullo of LULAC, a staunch opponent, stated in text, quote, "The Sacramento Committee stated to the Commission that LULAC is on the committee. We plan on being in the planning." Close quote. That sounds rather ominous. We also heard from Mayor Susan Payne.
I think that our students deserve every opportunity in the world, and if this is a new opportunity for them, then why would we deny them that?
You can hear her comments in full on our YouTube channel. My thoughts? New Mexico is in 51st place. Something has to happen. Something has to change. We gotta do something. Now, relying on a government school to solve the problems government interference caused seems counterproductive to this old libertarian. I would have preferred seeing something local and operated by the free market versus this. But as I said, we've got to try something. If this doesn't work, then we know 2 ways that fail, and we move on to a third idea. Just one old codger's opinion. As a reminder, the Republican Party of Otero County's annual ice cream meet and mingle social has been canceled. More information can be found on the Republican Party of Otero County Facebook page. The Alamogordo Police Department invites you to Coffee with a Cop. That's occurring this Tuesday, August 20th from 9 until 11. That's at Starbucks located inside Albertsons Market, 1300 East 10th. You're invited to enjoy coffee and conversation with your local law enforcement officers. The Alamogordo Police Department invites you to the Neighborhood Watch Meeting, taking place on Thursday, August 22nd at 6:30 at the Sergeant Willie Estrada Memorial Civic Center, 800 East 1st. If you have any questions, please check out the Alamogordo Police Department Facebook page. Drew Lovelace, the acting director of New Mexico's Office of Broadband Access and Expansion, recently announced that they awarded grants to 15 entities to expand broadband access. Lovelace appeared on KRWG.
The eligible entities for these programs are local public bodies, tribal entities, electric co-ops, and telephone co-ops. And so all of this can be used for planning to be able to get to the unserved and underserved for future grants, as well as doing the grant writing to be able to go after those grants.
Otero County is among the areas they are seeking to improve. You can hear the conversation in full on krwg.org. Great news from Animal Village NM. You can once again get your dog or cat spayed or neutered for just $65. Sonny Aris told us all about it.
In Otero County, that is Paw in Hand on Cuba near Albertsons. In Lincoln County, that is Ruidoso Animal Clinic. The vet will schedule your surgery for you after you have the paperwork from Animal Village NM. Then you'll get your pet spayed or neutered for just $65 instead of hundreds of dollars.
AnimalVillageNM.org for details. A dance is taking place next week at the Alamo Senior Center. We spoke with Brittany.
It's from 2 to 5. Selma will be playing. It's $5 at the door. Light refreshments such as punch and cookies will be served, and it'll be fun for all.
That's happening on Friday. Call 575-439-4150 for more information. Well, today is Friday. It's time for a cat chat from Kitty City, NM.
Hi, this is Kathy Denton with Kitty City. Welcome to this week's edition of Cat Chat. Just as every star in the clear night sky is different and unique, so is every cat. Their personalities range from Grumpy Cat or Garfield to the sweet and lovable Cuddlebug. Kitty City seems to have them all, and everything in between, in all shapes, sizes, colors, and ages. With kitten season still in full swing, kitties with a variety of personalities are plentiful. Sometimes contrasting behaviors are seen even among littermates. An example of these differences is a litter of 3 kittens and their feral mama. There were 5 kittens with this mama when they arrived at Kitty City, and 2 were adopted immediately. The remaining 3 kittens in the litter could not have been more different. The kittens are now 5 months old. Snickers is an adorable Torby, which is a lovely combination of a tortoiseshell and tabby. A prominent orange streak on her forehead and the white dot between her eyes makes her adorably cute. Snickers has loved people from the moment of her arrival. She was always a lone kitten that stood at the front of the kennel and waited eagerly for someone to open the door, pick her up, and cuddle her. Once she is placed on a lap, Snickers is content to remain there to the delight of the human whose lap she is sitting on. She is content to be carried around all day by an adoring human. Then there is her brother Juju, who is a cute black and white short hair. We call him a middle-of-the-roader. Juju was initially shy and wanting to stay close to his feral mama. After a short time, Juju began imitating his sister Snickers, as if he had been watching the attention she got and decided he wanted that too. Juju is now always right beside Snickers when their kennel door is open. Although not as comfortable as his sister, we can see that he really wants attention and human companionship. We can pick up Juju and hold him, and he is being socialized very nicely. Hershey is the other extreme. He is a handsome tuxedo with white patches on his forehead and chin. He takes after his feral mama and is extremely shy, afraid, and untrusting. Unfortunately, all of our efforts to socialize this little guy and show him tender, loving care have not been successful. Hershey may benefit from being fostered by a patient and loving person. This boy needs lots of one-on-one time to learn how to relax and trust. If you know of anyone, or if you would like to foster and socialize Hershey, please contact me at Kitty City. And there you have it, 3 kittens all from the same litter who could not be more different. Please come by Kitty City at 56 Stanley Ranch Road to see our sweet cats ready for their forever home. Or visit our website at www.kittycitynm.com to see all the photos and biographies of the cats and kittens ready for their forever family. Come join Kitty City and Alamogordo Animal Control for an adoption event tomorrow, Saturday, August 17, at the White Sands Mall from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We will have a wide assortment of cute and cuddly kittens ready for their forever families, as well as adult cats and dogs from Alamogordo Animal Control available for adoption. Kitty City Adoption Special for the month of August is 2 cats or kittens for the price of 1. 2 cats or kittens are double the fun and half the work as the pair of cats or kittens play, sleep, and keep each other entertained. Come to the White Sands Mall tomorrow, Saturday, August 17, and next Saturday, August 24, for our adoption event. We have a forever friend waiting for you. This has been this week's edition of Cat Chat. I'm Kathy Denton, and I will be talking with you next week from Kitty City. Kitty City and you. No one loves them better.
News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
Local news from local perspectives, from local voices. AlamogordoTownNews.org. Local sports, local events, and local happenings and more. Nonprofit owned and operated by Second Life Media. We are Otero County. AlamogordoTownNews.org. Heard daily on Crazy KALH Radio 95.1.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
Porfirio Brown was accused of shooting and killing his friend, 13-year-old Amber Archuleta, at his father's Cuesta home in July of 2023. He was just 14 years of age. His first trial ended in a hung jury, and now he's pled guilty to a lesser charge. Brown claimed he never pulled the trigger, and he faced second-degree murder, tampering with evidence, and attempted assault of a peace officer. All those charges were for the shooting. Brown was expected to go to trial again, but yesterday,
agreed upon disposition with the state. You have admitted to the crime of tampering with evidence related to a second-degree homicide. A third-degree felony if committed by an adult.
His other charges were dropped. His attorney, Lizzie Bunker, spoke with KRQE.
He'll be on supervised probation for a year. He could get off early if he does really well. He's done perfect while he's been out, while the case has been pending. The family of Amber Archuleta spoke with KRQE and says that they feel the justice system and law enforcement failed them. Her aunt, Glenda Alnichev, had this to say.
We are grateful that Mr. Brown did admit some guilt in the incident. We will continue fighting for justice. We didn't get the outcome that we wanted or needed.
Porfirio's father, William Brown, was charged under Benny's law, but the jury found him not guilty this past June. Isaac Cruz is facing drug trafficking charges following a traffic stop in Espanola. A New Mexico State police officer was on patrol and said that he saw Isaac Cruz, who he knew had an active felony warrant, driving on Rio Arriba County Road 40. The officer pulled Cruz over and arrested him on that warrant. During the arrest, Cruz was found with 15 grams of crack in his pocket, so the officers searched the vehicle and found an AR-15 style rifle, heroin, fentanyl, 8.5 ounces of crack, not counting the 15 grams that were in his pocket we mentioned a moment ago, 6 ounces of cocaine, 1.5 ounces of crystal meth, among other items. State police booked Cruz into the Rio Arriba County Detention Center on his felony warrant and possession of a controlled substance. Following the search of his vehicle, he was charged with 6 counts of drug trafficking, 6 counts of possession of a controlled substance, and a count of a felon in possession of a firearm. The Rainbow Riders announced the unexpected passing of founder Scott Appleman yesterday. Appleman was a huge name in the ballooning community in Albuquerque. He founded the now famous Rainbow Riders back in '83, and he helped shape the hot air balloon industry in Albuquerque. He was 66 years of age. Sports and weather are next. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in New Mexico is this. Without a committed team of coaches and administrators, they just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the New Mexico Activities Association and the New Mexico Athletic Directors Association.
Volleyball starts next week. Tularosa enters the Eunice tournament on Friday and Saturday, and Alamogordo faces Lovington on Saturday. All those games are away. Football season openers are next week. Tularosa on Thursday as the Wildcats welcome Hot Springs. And Alamogordo on Friday as the Tigers welcome Deming. Both of those games are at home. Your Crazy Radio spot-on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for sunny skies, winds gusting up to 12 miles per hour. Mostly clear tonight, winds gusting up to 13. Sunny tomorrow, winds gusting as high as 12. Your high today in the Basin, 99. Low tonight of 72. High tomorrow, 99 degrees. In Cloudcroft, partly cloudy skies with a 30% chance of showers and storms. Winds gusting up to 11 miles per hour. Mostly clear tonight, winds gusting up to 15. Sunny tomorrow with a 20% chance of showers and storms. Winds gusting up to 15. Your high today in Cloudcroft, 77. Low tonight of 56. High tomorrow, 76 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.org, and you can learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting KALHradio.org. Also, check out the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel. That's where we post our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. Be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to our channel if you've not done so already. That way you too can remain informed of the goings-on in the Tularosa Basin. Well, that concludes today's edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.